boxing is one thing that will change you, and you should let it change you. It changed me. Like, before I was boxing seriously, I was getting into little bad things here and there. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just how life goes. So I let boxing change me after about a year of being successful and consistent in boxing. I let it change me, and it's paid off for the better. And I feel like boxing will be such a good influence to you and to everybody around you. It can change your life in more ways than one, mentally, and you know, where you can go with it.
And the blue corner, Jamar, Reid.
Because boxing needs characters as well. That's one thing I feel like boxing needs, is characters. So hopefully in the future I can be one of boxing's next characters. It's hard work, pays off. You know, in the last 3.5 years, I've had 33 fights. I'm averaging over 10 fights a year, 11 fights a year. And what I'd say is that consistency is the key. Is try not to leave the gym. Try never miss a session. If you miss a session for whatever reason, because you're ill, go get it back. One message I have to people is that if you started late, you got to train and you got to grind like you started late. I've only been fighting 3 years. I'm fighting people who've been fighting for 10 years, their whole life. So if you're a late starter, there's nothing wrong with it. It just means you got to accept you're a late starter and train and fight like you're a late starter. Do you know what I mean? You can't start late and then say, oh, this, that, excuses. No, you know what I'm saying? I train like there's a chip on my shoulder. It was kickboxing, actually, a kickboxing class, and from the first session I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Sparring, hitting the bags, anything. It was just a great way to manage my energy, and just it mellowed me out as a person. So that's when I knew it was more of a sport. It was a lifestyle for me, because without it I didn't feel regulated. It's like it was just, I was addicted from the get-go. The adrenaline. A lot of people around me will know that me and my family started Mindset Undefeated, a brand specifically targeted around keeping your mindset in the mental battle no matter what's going on. Even if you don't have talent per se, if you've got discipline and you're willing to learn and grind and graft, then you can make it to the very top of this sport. But yeah, without discipline and without keeping an undefeated mindset, you're not going to get anywhere, because you're not going to learn how to train hard or make weight or do the hard things in boxing. Nothing worth having comes easy. So that is what I'd say about discipline. Because I remember one day at school, I had an argument with someone in class, but the teacher called home and told my dad, this, that. And I just wanted to get out of trouble, I'll be so honest. I just wanted to get out of trouble. I was like, oh, I think I got anger issues. I need to go to the boxing gym or whatever. I'll get my anger issues out. Like, oh, I'm not alright. I just wanted to get out of trouble. And then he actually brought me down there, and we went kickboxing once. And I remember I got beat up by this girl, Millie. And ever since then, I loved combat sports, martial arts. I really like boot tennis. I showboat a little bit like him when I'm getting into flow state. I had a moment in nationals where I did something similar to what he does. Shakur's distance management, really slick southpaw, just, you know, demonstrating the art of boxing, hit and don't get hit. I switch stances like Terence Crawford. So there's a lot of influences in boxing right now who I really like looking up to, and I think they're really good people to study and to take inspiration from. And recently I learned a lesson that sometimes you can do everything right, you can put in all of the hard work, you can sacrifice, and sometimes you're still not going to get what you feel like you deserve. So life is fair sometimes, and sometimes life is unfair. Amateur boxing does need BoutMatch, because people who have good records like the elites, they find it really hard to find fights on home shows and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a good platform for fighters to actually get fights, because I don't believe in ducking. I don't believe in hiding from smoke. I feel that the amateurs is where you need to learn, you need to lose, things like that. You need to have the hard fights so that when you go to the pros, you know how to handle adversity.